Alrighty guys, well welcome to the Two Conchs Fishing Camp. Today we're going to be hitting the reef and wrecks. We have a great crew on board. We're going to be targeting the yellowtails, mangroves, groupers, muttons. We caught a lot of live bait this morning, so that opens up our options. We can even go over the wrecks, live bait, draw up tuna, sailfish, drop on the bottom for African pompano. So today our options are wide open. We got plenty of bait. Let's get at it. What we're going to do is throw the chum in there, the bionic chum, and drag that around, and then once we get anchored up, it's going to draw them right into the back of the boat. Once we throw that fortress anchor down there, we'll get in the right spot, and then it'll just channel all those fish right behind the boat. With all that live bait, you know, like that, it's definitely going to make something happen here with those tiny pilchards out here. Yellowtail candy.
There we go. See ya. They like pilchies. Sweet. We don't even have to cut bait. Now look, what I like to do too out here on the reef is while you're yellowtailing, you always put out a flat. You know, 30, 40 pound test, fluorocarbon, little 5/0 J hook. Same knot, same deal. We're gonna put a big old pinfish on it. We're gonna launch it out there as far as we can and dead stick it. Just leave it in the rod holder and forget about it. Okay, and on these pinfish, it's up under the chin, up the center of the head. Now look, there's a nostril here and a nostril here. If you put the hook through the nostril of that pinfish, he's gonna shake his hook off. You're gonna be down there blind. You gotta make sure you hook him right. Same with the wrecks. You hook them wrong and they flip off down to 250 foot and you're just sitting there for 20 minutes doing nothing. So you don't want to do that. Get that thing out there, dump some line. Set it and forget it.
Shopping for the holidays or a personal upgrade? With countless purchasing options, it's easy to wonder, why should I choose Wholesale Marine? Simply put, quality, variety, and availability with a low price guarantee. Our inventory remains regularly stocked with premier products for your best boating experience. Wholesale Marine is proudly owned and operated as a family business with boating in our blood. Visit wholesalemarine.com and start your order today.
Now on these shrimp, what I do is, to make the pieces the same size as that hook, is I cut them in chunks, right? So I don't use the head and I don't use the tail. Cut the head off, and I cut little chunks about this big. So what I want to do is I want to bury that crusher jig inside of this and hide it 100%. That way it looks just like a piece of meat coming out of the chum bag. So, I'm going to take a chunk. You see your hook there. You're going to bury it right down the center. It's okay if that part's hanging out, but try to bury the actual lead. All right, and just gently toss it out, because if you sit there and cast that, you're gonna actually pull the shrimp off the lead. You know what I mean? So these fish are down there, they're not going anywhere. So just get it right behind the boat. You gotta remember on yellowtails, it's all free line. The bail's gotta stay open. You gotta constantly feed the line. If it takes you 10 minutes feeding this line before you get a hit, then do it. Keep doing it until they pick it up. Because it's a slow drift, it's light leader, it's a light hook, it's not gonna sink real fast. And you don't want to dump a lot of line out, because what happens is if you dump a lot of line really quick, they're going to eat it, you're never even going to feel the bite. So it's just a slow feed. You're mimicking your chum, plain and simple. We're using the chum to bring the fish up. Now we need to catch them. So they're already eating the chum, so if we can mimic our bait as good as the chum coming out of that bag, you're going to be successful.
For over 80 years, Furuno Innovations have helped more fishermen find and catch more fish than any other brand. And we're raising the bar again with Navnet TZ Touch 3's new PVG and Fish It Drift It technologies. Build your own three-dimensional shaded relief charts to find trophy fish others have missed. Perform accurate drifts the first time, every time. Be the one everyone follows. When you're serious about fishing, lead the way and get serious with Furuno.
So, you know, the reef, we want to fish for multiple things. We don't just want a yellowtail snapper fish. You know, we want to fish for the tails, we want to fish for stuff on the surface, and we want to fish for stuff at the bottom. So you can do 3 different types of fishing just in one spot at the same time. So right now we got all the lines out for the yellowtails. So we rigged up a live bait, pinfish, 40 pound on a jig head. We're gonna send it down to the bottom, kind of let it sit there and dead stick it. See if we can't get a grouper, mutton, big yellow jack. Told you. Here we go, here we go. Grab it, grab, 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 go, 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 go. Get it, man, get it. And that's why you put a flat line out, boys. Fish on. We doubled up. We doubled up. There we go. See what you got. Ooh, grouper. Nice grouper. That might be a keeper. That's why you put the flats out. Put another bait on there.
Technique on trying to get the bigger ones, what we'll do is we'll use these pilchards like we caught, we'll belly hook them, and then we'll also use chunks of ballyhoo, whole shrimps, that type of stuff, trying to get the bigger fish out of the schools if that's the case. And dropping heavier jig heads on the bottom for muttons and groupers, using pilchards and cut bait also. So pretty much just a jig-based fishery with the snapper jigs and stuff. Try that. And then you can kind of see the orange dots like we were talking about. It shows you the elevation of the fish on the graph.
Oh, that's the fish.
Yeah, those orange dots are supposed to be that same image, just thrown out there in 3D form.
All right, Alan. You gotta remember, you're always gonna have a line up here. A little Spanish. That's sushi right there. Watch them teeth. They got an anticoagulant, so if they cut you open, you're gonna bleed for an hour. Whoa, get him in here, bro. That's an exotic. Oh!
It's not really IGFA official, but
Hey, it's in here, right?
it'll work, right? That is actually a schoolmaster snapper. The difference you can tell is dog snappers don't really have quite the stripe pattern, and they'll have more blue under their eyes. But the schoolmasters have these really nice stripes, very distinct.
As you see, like what we're wearing here from Gills, this right here, they had to have the built-in face mask, which is now all one piece right here. There's no more holes, so you don't have to find that. Fits perfectly right over your face. You got the hood that fits great on your hat. So definitely keep you out of the sun and out of the elements and out of the dermatologist.
All right, boys, we got our ballyhoo. So we lost our current out here on the reef, so let's bounce. Let's go see if we can get on these muttons and drop these live ballyhoo down.
I was surprised those ballyhoo would die so quick when they came on the net.
Well, cast netted bait, now they, you're ripping the scales off and stuff like that, but there is a different ballyhoo. This is what we call like the ocean ballyhoo, and then we have the bay ballyhoo. So you got your bluebacks and then the greenbacks. Greenbacks will actually last a lot longer. That's actually the preferable bait. These right here will be a little bit softer. Those are a little bit tougher. The ones that you buy like from Bonic Bait, they want the nice little greenbacks like from the bay.
Okay.
And if you notice, anytime you hook them out there in the bay and you're dealing with them, and they, they'll call them green shitter, and that's from eating.
What they are.
Yeah, and that is what they are. And that's them from eating like that seaweed that comes off the bottom. You know, you put the seaweed on your boat or something like that, and it just leaves that green, you know, mark on there. Ballyhoo does the same thing. So we always want the green back ballyhoo, but when here we'll take what we can get.
What you can get.
Drop these down on the wrecks and see what eats.
Right.
If you're headed out for a day on the water, make sure you visit Tom Thumb Food Stores. Get your food, drinks, fuel, and ice all in one place. Perfect for your on-the-go Florida lifestyle. Fast, fresh, friendly. Tom Thumb Food Stores.
And when I say reel as fast as you can. That's the only way you can set a hook in 250 foot of water. It's by reeling. Reel. Keep going.
It's a sea turtle.
Got him. That's what we're looking for. That's what we're looking for, boys. Target. What we've been going for. Finally got one to eat. A little slow today, but it's all about learning, ain't about catching.
Reel as you walk backwards, the other back. There you go. Keep reeling fast. Keep reeling fast. Reeling fast. There you go. Good job. There you go, buddy. Nice job.
Thank God.
There you go. Nice job, man.
Finally.
Nice job, bro. Woo.
Shopping for the holidays or a personal upgrade? With countless purchasing options, it's easy to wonder, why should I choose Wholesale Marine? Simply put, quality, variety, and availability with a low price guarantee. Our inventory remains regularly stocked with premier products for your best boating experience. Wholesale Marine is proudly owned and operated as a family business with boating in our blood. Visit wholesalemarine.com and start your order today.
Oh, nice fish. Get another bait on. I don't want that one. I want the big one. Got him. Ah, nice dolphin. Come on, grab this. Watch that rod. I got it. Move these rods out of the way. Get these rods out of the way. There you go. Sick. It's on the wire with a little J hook. There you go. Keep on him. Easy. Oh, there we go. Right in the box. Good job. Sweet.
Yeah, man.
You know, as we're dropping for muttons, just so happened about 180 foot. There's a couple mahis sitting around a couple of these lobster buoys out here, these commercial lobster traps. And you know, we were able to get a bait out quick enough to get the biggest one off the pack, and the other one left us, but ended up getting them, which was a cool little bonus. You know, not something we were supposed to get into today, but it's always nice when you can. And that's a wrap for day one. We'll get ready for day two and see what we can tug on.
Use the anchor trusted by professionals. Fortress anchors are designed lighter, set faster, and provide stronger holding power than the competition. For the best value in anchoring safety and convenience, use the legendary Fortress anchor.